Hey folks, Peter here with BlackRock Business, and thank you for joining us today. We are going to talk about QuickBooks Point of Sale and resetting your prices just for a single department. We're going to run through it real quick. There's not going to be a full tutorial on setting price levels or anything like that. We're just going to talk about, hey, I have one department and I want to set new prices in it. So before we do that, jump on over to Facebook and join our QuickBooks Point of Sale Insiders group. Should be a link below and you can get right over there. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and click on subscribe so that you can see all the new videos coming out all the time for QuickBooks Point of Sale. Let's jump into it. So we go to the departments list and we have very few departments here because this is just my little sandbox. But I do want to reprice my shirts department. So if we take a quick look at my small item list, right now it's ordered by departments, and you can see I have about 7 shirts here, one being a snow globe for some reason. I don't know why that is, but I want to set new prices for these. Maybe I decided I want to be a little more competitive and price a little cheaper, or maybe these are selling like hotcakes and I think I could do a better business by marking them up just a little bit. I want you to take special note that we are going to calculate this price change from cost, and that does not mean the order cost up here. That actually means the average unit cost. So you want to make sure that you've either received these products previously, and so you do have an average unit cost, or your average unit cost was set upon creation because you hadn't received them previously. And I'll show you what I mean right now. We are going to go on the inventory menu to Price Manager. And if you've never been in here before, we'll have a bunch of videos about this. There are a lot of different things that you can do with discounting and sales and coupons, but right now we are going to make price changes. You may not know this, but Point of Sale can have 5 different price levels. That could be your regular price, it could be your sale price, your employee's price. You can make up your own level, like I don't know what name you would have. Maybe you have a contractor's price or a wholesale price, and certain people can be assigned to those price levels because they're special. That is a big subject for a whole different video. Right now we are going to change the regular price, that's the price that everybody gets normally, for the shirts department. So I'm going to say shirt reprice 1 or something unique. Maybe you want to put the date in there. And you might want to put notes on why you're doing this. So I'm going to choose a department, and I'm going to choose the shirts department, which has 7 items in it. And I'm going to calculate a new price from the cost. You could also calculate a new price relative from the price. I'm going to calculate this price by multiplying cost. So I'm calculating new prices from cost by multiplying, and let's say I want to make, these are really popular shirts. I have a ton of business and it's like, I don't know why I'm giving them away so cheap. So let's say from now on, I want to make 250% on each shirt. That would be the cost times 2.5, right? So I am making a new price by multiplying the cost by 2.5, and that way I make a bunch of money. I'm also going to want it to show me price rounding options, and this is just so your prices look nicer to the human eye. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Right here, you could do the nearest dollar. You could keep it just as a straight calculation, which would look ugly. You could round it to the nearest dime. You could round it to the nearest 99 cents, which would, round it up to the next dollar almost. Psychological studies show that, that doing the 9s and the 99s, just people go for that. They think it looks cheaper, like $12.99 looks cheaper than $13. Some really expensive shops do the straight up dollar thing. I don't know. It depends on which market you're in. Personally, I like to round it to the nearest 9 cents. So in that case, like if something was $12.25, it would actually round it to $12.29. Or you can define your own. Some stores even like the 97, round it to the 97. And you can define that yourself here if you'd like. But today for shirts in my store, in my department, we're gonna round it to the nearest 0.9. And then we hit finish. It's actually gonna show us all of the price changes before we apply them. Here we can once again save some notes if we haven't already. If you're logged in as a different user, it'll list that here. And so here we can see like a lot of my shirts were $11.54, and doing times 2.5 and rounding up to the 9 is going to end up at $28.89 for the new price. This shirt was really cheap for some reason, the green version. It was only $4 average cost, and the current price was $16.99. That one's actually going to head downward. It's going to end up at $9.99 after multiplying it 2.5 times and rounding up to the 9. So we can see percentage changes here. It's just some good information about how your prices are changing. One thing I like is, since we're multiplying from the cost, none of this is going to be not profitable. You might also use this maybe to select some items that you want to clearance out, and you could mark the price way down. So I'm going to apply these changes to inventory. 7 items are affected. Go ahead and do that. Prices have been applied. You can see now we have price change history here, so we can see the changes that we've made. And if you want to, I believe you would be able to restore the old prices. Yep. So if you suddenly realize that your price change totally screwed everything up, you could undo it. Heading back to the item list, I'm going to see my new regular prices are right here. They are no longer $16.99. And that's how you do it. That's how you reprice an entire department by your cost and some multiplication. Quick and easy. My name's Peter, and you have yourself a great day. Don't forget to subscribe and join our group. Bye.